Alright, Sky Chase Zone. And who better to be in Sky Chase Zone than Tails? Because, yeah, your various Sonic Heroes abilities aren't really going to help a whole lot here. They're just not that useful right now. Oh, right, and your allies being here kind of messes up all the combo game that you normally get. Yeah, this level, it was always really bland. And, yeah, the Sonic Classic Heroes mode still doesn't help this at all. Even if I can fly, there's not much of a reason to. It's not like I'm gonna get the chance to go super form here or something. I mean, maybe I'll get a chance if I'm really good, but it's just... it never really happens. And now it's really not going to happen. Yeah, if you lose rings on this level, they are gone, because they don't bounce off the plane, they just fall into the abyss. There we go, there's some rings. I guess Knuckles would be a good thing for this level too, since he can actually go forward, basically. Oh, and I guess gliding makes you go up or something. That's odd. Everybody's rocking to it. Yep, so there we go. That was the level that we're going to play next. And... yep, there we go. Lots of enemies, all here at the end. And they're not that difficult. Yeah, even when we're playing Sonic 2, you don't get Tails in this level, because he's always the one flying the plane. So, playing this with multiple characters in tow is interesting, I guess, but that's about all that Sonic Classic Heroes adds to this element. Thematically, it's pretty cool, because it is, you know, bringing you to the final battle and all. But as a level, it's just not that interesting. But here we have a level that is pretty interesting. Also, I'm gonna get those extra... get these extra rings here. I want all the rings I can get. Actually, now I think about it, I wonder if I could climb up that wall. Let's try. Yeah, let's try to climb up this wall. Also, that's where the lasers that were shooting at us came from, so that's a nice little touch. Oh, no, it doesn't look like I can. Oh, that's unfortunate. But it was worth a shot. I think if you have Charmy around, you can fly up there. But Tails' flight isn't as good as Charmy's flight is, so we don't get a chance to do that. It's easier than ever to get up here. Oh, here we go. Hyperform is just a button click away. And in the meantime, let's have some super speed. And in the meantime, let's have some hyperform. We haven't really seen Knuckles hyperform that much, have we? It's not really that interesting, and it never really was. If Knuckles glides into a wall from far away, he'll activate like a shockwave, and it'll do a lot of damage to everybody around, but that's about it. That's all that Knuckles gets. It's kind of lame. You know, Sonic gets to air jump in any direction. Tails gets to, like, have flickies that automatically attack anything in his way. But Knuckles, does he get anything cool? Not really. Not really. Oh wait, that was bad. I thought there was going to be a platform there. But the platform had probably just disappeared. That's really lame. You know, now I think about it, I probably could have skipped over a big section if I had Tails around. Oh, the S-monitors used to be invincibility boxes. Alright, that's cool, I guess. Actually, yeah, let's switch over to Tails. It's a sky level after all, we gotta play as Tails. Yeah, I think there were a bunch of ring boxes up here somewhere. Yep, just in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, let's fly over this thing. Because normally Sonic can't get over it. So this is a bit of a new thing here. It skips over some of the more annoying platforming segments in this level. And here we go. This is the end of the level. And this boss is not going to be a problem at all. Normally this boss is kind of annoying, but right now, it won't be. Look at this. It didn't even get to fire the laser. It didn't even get a chance. That's beautiful. Alright, there we go. There's an extra life for me. And now it's time for a cutscene. The rocket ship might have taken off without us, but the three of us are gonna fly up there to chase it. Also, I guess Amy is a mechanic now because she's the one that put a rocket on the bottom of the tornado. Isn't that nice? It is kind of odd how the tornado is Sonic's plane, but like, Sonic never flies his own plane. It's always Tails flying it. Also, I like the look of this. That's really nice. So here we go, into the final level. It's all been building up to this. And I can't actually use Super Sonic here, because there's no rings! There's still no rings! But yeah, Silver Sonic is still basically a joke. And there we go. Not a problem. Alright, let's try to go on the offensive against the Death Egg robot. With Sonic's air shield, it should be a little bit easier than normal. Because normally against the Death Egg robot, I play super defensively. For that reason. Yeah, those fists are always terrifying to me. And then we can just wait our over here. There we go. Who knew that the best way to defeat the Death Egg robot was to have Sonic's Sonic 3 abilities? And there we go. Death Egg Robot beaten in record time. I mean, not really, but record time for me anyway. Knuckles and Tails don't really have any abilities that assist in that boss battle, unfortunately. At least not that I've been able to find. But yeah, just the air shield. That little tiny ability that nobody thinks is all that great, unless they know how to play the games effectively. The air shield is really how to defeat the Death Egg Robot. That, even in games where the Death Egg Robot isn't appearing on the Death Egg, they still call it the Death Egg Robot. They should probably come up with some sort of new name for it, for that scenario, you know? Aw, yeah. A Hyperform Trio. I really wish that Tails and Knuckles' super forms would come back again one day. It was really weird how in Sonic Heroes, you know, they got all the Chaos Emeralds, and, yeah, only Sonic got his actual super form. Tails and Knuckles just sort of got little bubbles. It was strange. Very strange. But no, Tails and Knuckles do have super forms. It'd be nice for them to acknowledge that fact. But it seems like at some point, it was like only Sonic could be the actual hero of the story. And that's just bizarre. And that is wonderful. Well, gang, that's been Sonic Classic Heroes. It's been a pretty good time. You know, Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 aren't my favorite Sonic games, but they're still nice, and adding in the elements of Sonic 3 that I tend to like the most, as well as a cool mechanic that I really enjoy, well now, that just makes them even better. If I ever want to play the original 2 Sonic games, this is typically how I do it these days. And hey, yeah, there's even another set of playable characters, the Chaotix. And breaking levels that charm me by just flying straight over them is a lot of fun. Playing as Vector and Espio is also okay, I guess. They exist. But yeah, you know, back whenever I was a little kid, you know, I would often come up with little superhero adventures. And I always thought of a superhero team-up that I called the KQSY team. And that was Kirby, Q*bert, Yoshi, and Sonic. But for Sonic, it wasn't just Sonic, it was Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, just like in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And I always imagined them using their abilities in tandem in a very effective manner, much like how Sonic Heroes would realize years later. But the way that Sonic Heroes did it was a little bit differently than what I expected. But the fact that people brought the Sonic Heroes mechanics to the classic Sonic games, it's like, you know, the childhood concepts that I had whenever I was younger just, like, exploded. It was just, like, perfect. I do wish that they could add, you know, the Sonic CD levels and the Sonic 3 and Knuckles levels to this to make just an entire game. Complete the entirety of classic Sonic's adventures, all in one adventure. But, I do understand that's probably a lofty task. Probably not really feasible. But it would be cool if it could happen. It is a shame that we don't get to see the characters running around in demo mode during this credit sequence. But what happens, happens, I suppose. So yeah, I'd imagine that by the time that I get all of this out, Sonic Mania will be out, and I might even have already started recording it and uploading it at that point. Because yeah, I'm definitely making a blind Let's Play of that one, and it's gonna be good. I am sure of that. Probably won't be laggy like this is. Ah, yes, Casino Night Zone. The worst part about the lag has been the effect on the music and sound effects, that's for sure. Because, man, the music is usually really good, but this hasn't been. But yeah, like I said, this is a ROM hack, so you could, you know, use an emulator and stuff to then use a patch to apply that to it. But you can also just find this on the internet. You can play it in browser. Which, yeah, that's really cool. Normally I don't play ROM hacks because, you know, I'm not that big a fan of having to work with emulators and stuff. But, you know, doing this here, it's been really effective. I play this, relatively frequently, more frequently than any other ROM hack out there. But yeah, there you go. That's been Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Heroes, or Sonic Classic Heroes. And with that, I'm Mr. GamePie. Y'all stay sufficiently awesome.